Greetings. Hello. Can anybody hear me? This is very impromptu and unplanned. I don't know how many people are in here, how many people are waiting. I'm just gonna stall. Until we got some folks. So I see people in the chat. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You hear me. Okay, great. Awesome. Love that. Hi. You gotta sleep. I wanted to say yo before you dipped. It's happening. I know, Megan, it's happening. It's happening, everybody. We got a lot of people in the chat. Hello. We got 25 people in here. Hello. Late night stream indeed. Very unplanned.
Wait.
What?
Cuomo conceded.
Oh, he did?
Cuomo conceded.
Cuomo conceded? Cuomo conceded, you guys. We're getting updates over here. Is this real? Chat, I don't know if this is real. There's 87 people in here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, people are asking, did he win? Did he win? So for those who just might be out of the loop somehow, today was election day in New York City for the New York primary race. It is also Brian's birthday. Please give me a happy birthday, Brian, in chat. Can I get a happy birthday, Brian, in chat, please? But yeah, I was out canvassing at 6 o'clock this morning with my friend Sophia. We were out there. And the results are in. They're not totally official yet because we have ranked choice voting here in New York. We're getting lots of happy birthday Brians.
Thank you.
Lots of happy birthday Brians. Guys, look at Brian's fit. He looks so lovely. He looks so good.
It's just a shirt.
We went out for hibachi and then got ice cream, and it's a beautiful. It's Brian with an I for those who don't know.
Should I pull up the chair?
If you want, yeah. Just so you guys know, Brian can't give as many opinions as I can because he covers New York City as like his job. So
I am just an observer.
He's a neutral observer. He can answer facts and questions about the race. Can't give his opinion because we're trying to be nice today. But he's a very good source of information to have here. That's a sleek shirt, right? Yeah, it is a sleek shirt. Is the election happening today? The election already happened. Polls closed at 9. They opened at 6 o'clock this morning, as well as early voting was open the past couple of days. So, did Alandria get eliminated from Love Island? Is that what happened? I see somebody saying Alandria in the chat. So, that's where we're at. That's what's going on. So, Cuomo conceded.
Like
fully.
And said, I want to congratulate Zohran. It's his night. He ran a smart race. Which is interesting because, I mean, you know, there was still the second choice voting that you figured he would hang around at least and see how that comes in. But
yeah, the election, I thought Trump just became president. No, this is a primary for the New York City mayor's race. We talked about this a little bit the last time that I was on stream, but basically this is a big deal because Zohran Mamdani is a self-described democratic socialist. He's very far left, and this is like the first time in a very long time, probably since Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez won in 2018, that there has been this big of an upset in New York City politics, certainly, but like on a national scale as well. Everybody was watching this race. I don't know. I think we were both kind of like, he could pull it out, but like it would be close, and kind of nobody expected like this much of a decisive victory. Jonathan Fuji is in the chat. He said, "Let's go. I live in Arizona." Real, so real. Also, I posted a new video today. If you haven't seen it, everybody go watch my new video.
I haven't watched it yet.
He hasn't watched it yet.
But that's because you finished it right before we went to dinner.
That is right because I finished it right before we went to dinner. So he hasn't watched it yet. But it is about Tom Felton and cringe culture online. So please go watch that. This is just kind of an impromptu situation. We got 150 people in here. Hello, everyone. Laura Loomer's Twitter is so racist right now. That's funny. With Cuomo conceding, can he run as an independent, or is that him saying that he won't? I don't know.
Wait, what was that?
If Cuomo conceded, does that mean he's still going to run as an independent?
I'm literally texting my friend about this right now because, like, I don't. The way he conceded without saying I concede, but he congratulated Zohran. He said he called him. I think, or at least someone reported he called him. I think, like, given that, it would shock me if he stayed on. But
I don't know. If you get beat this badly, like, I
Right,
don't know
it's-
how you kind of carry on
yeah,
to the general.
yeah.
And if that gets interesting, because that means it's Mamdani versus Curtis Sliwa, who I can't even get into Curtis Sliwa right now. It is too late for that. But it's a pretty decisive Mamdani victory. Because we don't really have Republicans here.
So I heard he might run as independent for Cracklands. Yeah, no, he announced again. This is my job. He announced about a month ago or 2 months ago that he would run an independent campaign if he lost the primary. But I feel like that could change.
Yeah. Just for the new folks in here, we got about 170 people in here. Hello, welcome to the stream. If you're just catching up here, Zohran Mamdani is pretty much winning the New York City mayoral primary, which is a really big deal. Brian is here. It's his birthday. Say happy birthday to him if you have not done so already. It's very important. He's 27 today.
Ew.
Very, very, very big stuff. He also looks adorable in his shirt and his glasses and his hair. He looks so nice. It is his job to cover New York City, so he knows a lot about this. Probably, most definitely more than I do. He cannot give his opinion on candidates and things outside of facts and figures, because his job is to remain independent, as he is neutral, as he is a member of the New York City news media.
I'll just say I'm having a very happy birthday.
He's having a wonderful birthday, even though the Yankees lost. Eric Adams is unfortunately also running. I think you mean hilariously also running. It is hilarious that Eric Adams is still running as an independent.
Oh, thanks, Awesome Owl 5.
What did they say?
Thanks for my service as a journalist.
Yeah, journalists are important. I'm not one anymore, but they are still important. Canvassers are important. I canvassed with my friend Sophia today.
I am not a member of the Diddy jury.
Brian is not a member of the Diddy jury. Brian covers the Diddy trial every day, day in and day out, but he is not a member of the Diddy. Wait, Brian has my brother's age. I am also your brother's age. We're the same age. We're both 27. Yeah, Cuomo is planning to run again currently. We don't know if that is going to change. No, from an inside source. Who is your inside source, Marissa B? I would like to know.
It wouldn't shock me. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. That's what I've expected this whole time. But
yeah,
the way in which he just effectively conceded made me think he might reconsider things. That's my only thought on that. But oh man,
I'm just telling my mom that we're live. What's canvassing not American? Canvassing is what I did this morning. It was my first ever canvassing shift I've ever done, because this is the only time that I've ever not worked in the news, so I'm allowed to go canvass. But basically, what it looked like this morning was that me and my friend Sophia, we were outside of a poll site. You have to stand a certain amount of feet away from the poll site, and you just give people literature about Zohran. You ask who they're voting for, you ask who they're ranking, and you just have conversations with people. It's more for kind of lower information voters who are undecided, or they don't have all the information about a certain candidate. So that is what canvassing is. Sometimes it's also door to door. We did not do door to door today, but there have been plenty of folks on the ground here in New York City doing that, turning out for Zohran. And it looks like it is working out in his favor. Hashtag it's Quover. Hashtag it's Quover indeed. Cuomo barely did any campaigning for mayor anyway. Yeah, he just thought he was going to show up and take it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mamdani's an AEW wrestling fan and Trump is a WWE fan. All that needs to be said if you're a wrestling fan. That's funny. No more status Cuomo. Give me your best Cuomo puns now, and I'll read the best ones. Is this what it felt like to watch 08 Obama win? We were in the 5th grade, so I cannot give you a definitive...
I remember when it happened. I remember being like, damn, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not knowing anything about politics, but
Thoughts on this just meaning that Adams or Cuomo getting elected? I mean, it has happened. There is precedent for it. I believe it was there was a race in Buffalo, a mayor's race, where a Democratic socialist won the primary, and then the traditional Dem candidate ran as an independent and beat that person. So there is precedent for that. It just depends on whether or not Cuomo's going to do it.
Yeah.
Up until now, we thought he was going to. We're not entirely sure.
I just have a hard time believing that this enthusiasm for Mamdani would fizzle out to the point where he wouldn't still win.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, Buffalo, that's where that happened. Cuomo nipple rings got ripped out tonight.
Ouch.
Hell yeah, brother. Cuomo sexuals. Oh my god. Who do you think will play Mamdani on SNL? That's a great question. I don't know. Happy birthday, Brian. Yeah. Yes, happy birthday, Brian.
Thank you.
It's more like when Obama won the primary for Senate. Cool. Yeah. I think Cuomo would take votes from Adams, not from Mamdani. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, no one who voted for Mamdani is going to vote for Cuomo.
It is a big question as to, like, what all the centrist Dems are going to do now. Because, like, for those who don't know, the Republican candidate who is the Republican candidate here every year is Curtis Sliwa, who's a fucking whack job. In my opinion, not in Brian's opinion. In my opinion. And, like, not a serious candidate. But, like, I don't think they're going to all put their support behind him. Like, they might want another... Like, they might want an independent candidate to run... because they don't want to, put their support behind Zohran.
You got 174 people in here. Damn.
I know. This is crazy.
What's going on?
What is going on tonight? Everybody wants to talk about it. They'll deadass probably endorse the Republican. Probably. Isn't he a talk radio guy? Curtis Sliwa is a talk radio guy.
Yeah. He's a very interesting fellow.
I've met him. You met him too, right?
I met him. No, actually, I don't think I have.
I met him when I worked at Fox. Because it would, like, he runs this group called, like, the Guardian Angels, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah,
or something.
Yes.
They all wear, like, red hats and they patrol the subways racistly. In my opinion, not in Brian's opinion.
On Election Day 2021, if any New Yorkers remember this, remember he got hit by a car.
Curtis Sliwa got hit by a car on Election Day. I don't know.
On Election Day, when he was the Republican nominee and it was versus Adams, he got hit by a car on the way to the polls, and there's video of it.
That's hilarious. We had 183 people in here. That is so fine, crazy.
But like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
someone else canvassed for Zohran.
Hell yeah. Yeah. What in the cult? Yeah, the Guardian Angels are like an interesting, like old school institution.
You know, many people that voted Zohran #1 and Cuomo #2. That's just like, that's crazy to me. But I know they exist. They exist. Those voters do exist.
Yeah. We met some very interesting people when we were out canvassing today. My friend Sophia, she like struck up a conversation with this guy who was like, I don't know, kind of out there, like very pro-police. And they were talking about like Zohran's like, misconceptions around his policy on policing. And this guy was like super like pro-police and like we should give more money to the police. At the end of the conversation, Sophia's like, are you gonna vote? The guy goes, no, I'm a felon. Like you just never know who you're gonna encounter. This city is wild and it's full of a diverse, group of people. Let's get Schumer and Jeffries out next. I mean, this is the thing. It's it could be the thing that the left needs to kind of start replicating this strategy elsewhere because there's definitive proof now that it works.
Yeah.
I love when your hair is wet in your videos. It's a serve. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can you also talk down ballot races? Any races that are particularly crucial or interesting? I mean, Jumaane Williams, I think, is probably winning public advocate.
Jumaane won public advocate.
Yeah.
I just haven't checked on the other races quite yet, but comptroller, it was Justin Brannon versus Mark Levine. I'm not sure how that race went. They were both kind of fairly similar.
Yeah.
I think Mark Levine's winning, looks like. Then there was public advocate, which Jumaane won. The other only races were like borough presidents and city council, which I'm not too well versed on, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
let me go up. The chat is moving fast, y'all. We've got a lot of people in here. This is the best advertisement for ranked choice voting I've ever seen. Yes. Was it really hot today canvassing? We got lucky because we were stationed at a school, and so we were like underneath like a scaffolding, like we were in the shade, so it wasn't that bad. Randa, but what part of NYC do you guys live in? We live in the Hell's Kitchen Upper West area, and that's where we were canvassing as well. Where we live went for Cuomo, like very narrowly. Sophia texted me that, which I think is interesting. Is ranked choice a new thing for NYC? We had it last mayoral election, but I think that was the first time we had it.
Yes.
Yeah. The way the Dems turned on the weather machine today to stop the canvassers. I mean, listen, the older people were the people who were going to come out and vote for Cuomo, and the fact that, like, it definitely stopped some people. Say that.
Yeah.
My mid-sized city also does ranked voting, and it's great. Yeah, I forget who was the first. Wasn't it like New Hampshire or something fucking weird like that? Vermont, like they were the first state to do it.
Yeah.
How does ranking work? Basically, you rank 5 candidates that are on the ballot in preference order of who you want to win. So like you can rank multiple people. So like for example, Zohran and Brad Lander, kind of 2 more similar candidates, cross-endorsed each other. So if you were voting Zohran 1, or you're voting Brad Lander 1, they were recommending that you rank the other as 2. And then it like goes on from there. It goes on voting.
They keep counting until some candidate gets 50%.
Yeah, they keep counting until that.
Someone got home from working at an election site in Brooklyn. Thank you for working.
Thank you for working. Thank you for working.
So
I hope people were nice to you. I hope you got some water.
Yeah.
It's hot out there. But yeah, that's how it works. So it's like a very different. It's great because I think that the cool thing about it this year was that like it encourages candidates who are like similarly aligned to work together instead of just like constantly dogpiling each other. So like that was like a really cool thing to see, like with Mamdani and Lander coming together. You know what I mean?
Bike is short for Bikel. That's great.
Hell yeah,
That's a great name.
OMG, hey queen, hey. If we had 187 people in here, which is crazy.
Watch and see the Democratic establishment go against ranked choice voting now. They already were. I already saw some centrist pieces about that where it's like ranked choice voting is undemocratic, even though it's kind of the most democratic. But you know. Details. 187 people. Damn.
Yeah, I know. It's getting crazy. I can't believe Cuomo conceded so quickly.
Can't either.
He's tired. He's tired and he wants to go to bed.
He didn't want to be. He didn't want to be. Like, I think like being mayor is so much more. I think you're busier than when you're a governor. Like when you're a mayor, it's like every single day. I mean, Hochul does a lot every day too, but like it just, Cuomo would have had to getting up at 2 a.m. to go to that police shooting in Harlem and like give a press conference. Like, he's
right.
70
it's like
years
so
old.
not
like,
him. It's so not him.
He wants to be in this mansion in Albany.
There were also like rumors that he was going to use this as a jumping off point to like get back into running for president.
I really wonder what Kathy Hochul's thinking right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because like, but when Cuomo was not the governor of New York, like he was mounting a presidential run for sure before all of this stuff happened. We both have covered Cuomo kind of extensively. Like when I was in news, he's still in news. So like we were in the 200 people. What the fuck is going on? So we were kind of in the shit for a lot of that. We were very familiar with the ins and outs of the Cuomo scandal. If you have any questions about that.
Yeah, Bill de Blasio must be throwing a rager somewhere in New York City right now. Oh my God.
Bill de Blasio is blackout drunk. He doesn't even know where he is right now. How hot did NYC get today, Kayla? It got up to, I think, 110, right? 115?
What?
What?
No.
What are you talking about?
The temperature?
Isn't that what somebody said?
It was 102 was the highest.
What am I talking about?
The real feel might have been a couple more than that, but it was not 110.
Why did I see that? Okay, never mind. Don't listen to me.
No.
Cuomo will run independent. No, we think so, but maybe not. Maybe this was too embarrassing for him.
C's is right. That's count one towards the top. Winning right now is the easy part. The real struggle is moving forward.
And Zohran having to deal with media, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. Even people who were supposed to be like, de
Blasio was dropping the groundhog. You remember when he killed the groundhog?
Yes, I do remember when he killed. I met de Blasio too. He was nice, but he was just like tired. Like because I met him at because I used to work on a morning show, and he was just like there was nothing going on behind those eyes.
Someone came here for our election live stream, the presidential election.
Oh, thank you for watching us since then. Why the fuck do we have 215 people in here? It is 11:05 p.m.
Yeah, this
is crazy. I mean, we're on the ground in here in New York City. We're giving you the real tea. Hi, Kayla. It's 4 a.m. here in Algeria. Hello. De Blasio is a tall daddy. You know what? That's something that you can think. My friend Sophia just texted me, let's go Hell's Kitchen Midtown. Yeah, wait, I lied. Upper West went Cuomo, but our neighborhood did not. Let's go Hell's Kitchen Midtown. Let's go. Proud of you for canvassing. I've always wanted to do it, but I feel nervous doing it as a young woman. Wish I had a cool partner to tag team. Yeah, if you can ever get a friend to come out with you and do it, I recommend it. I'm super introverted, as is a friend of mine that I did it with, and we both like supported each other, and we got to talk to some really cool people. It was like a very fulfilling experience. It's something that I've never done because up until this point I've been in news, and you're not allowed to do that if you are in news. So, yeah, it was a really great experience, and I definitely want to do it again. Definitely for the general, I think. I'm heading to bed, but congratulations on at least one good step for NYC. Thank you, thank you. RIP NYC is trending, LMAO.
Oh, their overreactions are going to be remarkable. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
Just to see all of that.
Hi, Kayla. I watch a lot of your stuff, but was extra happy that you mentioned the primary. I hope this pushes ranked choice for future elections, both New York City and countrywide. I hope so, too. I think it's a great system. And I think it's brought out a lot of good here because it makes for better coalition building among similar candidates. We have the air off because it's kind of loud, but I think we're gonna have to turn it on. Are you hot?
Yeah.
Okay, you can turn it on.
I don't think it'll be that terrible.
Okay, it might be a little loud, you guys, because I usually turn the air off when I stream and when I record. But it's so fucking hot that we have to turn it on. I'm sorry. I apologize. We tried. That's better. 230 people.
Whoa.
Greetings. If you are new, if you are just hopping in, we are discussing the New York City mayoral primary as we know it so far. It is also Brian's birthday for the next hour. Say happy birthday, Brian, and tell him he looks nice. Thanks.
You also look nice.
Thank you. Also, if you haven't watched my new video on Tom Felton and cringe culture, please go watch that. Please go drop it a like. That would be lovely. Thank you. I love my city. Proud to be a New Yorker. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's go. It's a heat wave. All good, babes. Thank you.
Checking Twitter.
Yeah,
here.
Brian's giving us the Twitter updates. Everybody's saying happy birthday, Brian. Thank you.
Everyone's here for the premiere of Ironheart, right? The Marvel Studios. No, I'm kidding. Brad Lander on Cuomo losing.
Riddance.
Yo!
Brad Lander, my heart. Well, I don't know if they can see that. What is? Oh, is that
Andrew Cuomo?
And it's the Tyree. It's
kind of a cell phone, actually.
Yeah,
now I think about it.
Yeah. That's a Tyrese Halliburton meme.
R.I.P. Pacers.
Let's all go see Boop to celebrate. We could go see Boop. Also, just giving this I'm just gonna routinely keep giving this preface as we get more people in here.
I can't hear the AC. Yay!
Oh, good. That's good to know.
Crank it up.
Same preface that I've been giving this whole time. I can talk about my opinions as I do not work in the news. Brian cannot. He's not giving his opinions, but he has covered this race, so he knows a lot. So he is, delivering us information in real time. Desi said, "Hi, Desi. Cuomo conceding is such a key. For real, for real."
62% of Democrats think their party's leader should be replaced, according to a new Reuters poll.
Watched the Tom Felton video earlier today. Was solid per usual. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Charlie Kirk crashing out on Twitter. We love to see that. We love that. We love. Hi, this is Lily Izzo. Hello, Lily.
Bernie has dropped his congratulations message to Zohran.
As a soon-to-be 27-year-old, it's nice to see what other 27-year-olds are like. Well, yeah, we're the most 27-year-olds to exist, I think.
I mean, I'm a young 27.
Yeah. He's the youngest 27 that anybody could ever be.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't he look cute in his little new shirt? That guy looks so cute. Unfortunately, Brian is too stunned to speak. I played. Brian hasn't seen my full Tom Felton video yet. But I literally played him the intro, and he was just like, "I don't understand how your brain works," and I was like, "Yeah."
Thank you, Jonathan Fuji. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes.
You must have said happy birthday back to him.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jonathan Fuji.
Happy birthday, Jonathan Fuji. 97 or 98. We were both 98.
We were both 98.
1998.
Yeah. I was born in February of 98.
I was born in June of 1998.
Yeah. Was watching the Tom Felton video while in line to vote for Mamdani. That's based. I can't believe Paperboy Love Prince is a real candidate. When we were canvassing today, we asked somebody like, "Oh, who are you voting for?" And he was like, "I'm not ranking Cuomo. I'm ranking Paperboy Prince above Cuomo." And we were like, "Hell yeah, dude! Fucking hell yeah!" We're all 27. OMG! Wow.
Year of the Tiger. Yes.
Yes, Year of the Tiger, indeed. If you were a Harry Potter fan, I forgot. Did you ship Harry and Draco? There was only one answer. What is your answer to that? I don't. Is Drag Race discussion forbidden in here? I missed the rigged recap. Most days it's not, but we are doing primary focused coverage this evening, so keep that out the chat today. Thank you very much. Hey, Kayla and Kayla's boyfriend. This is Brian.
Hello.
Tom Felton video was a key as well.
I didn't realize that.
What?
That same-sex marriage was signed into law on my birthday when I was in 2011.
Wow.
It's a double-edged sword though, because it was also the anniversary Roe v. Wade. But that was
a lot of things happen on your birthday. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Desi said Tom Felton video was a key as well, and Gal, thank you for always being 10 toes down. Yeah. Fuck transphobes. Fuck transphobes. Anyway.
I agree with that opinion and held that same opinion. Oops.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We hate transphobes. We hate TERFs. Who is Paperboy Prince? I'm just a silly girl. Paperboy Prince is like a meme candidate. And he's just like a black guy that wears clown makeup, and that's like his whole thing. We love him.
We should have like the Spider-Man guy run for mayor, just like the guy who dresses up like Spider-Man and shows up at all the side talk videos.
Hey, Gulif says hi Gulif. Here things are going well for New York potentially. In my opinion, they are. Yes. Let's see. Brian, thank you for legalizing gay marriage.
You're welcome.
Transphobia is so gross. Yeah, we hate transphobia.
Jabuki just tweeted, I can't believe a good thing happened.
Drag Detective says, happy birthday, Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Thanks for being in chat.
It's been a great birthday.
Yeah, it's been a great birthday. A great one indeed. Shout out to my goat, Brian. Who won, who lost, who would... I think, is it safe to... Like, Zohran, he won. He's done, right? Like, he's...
I mean... There is still the second choice votes that need to come in, but his big lead over Cuomo right now, coupled with Cuomo's basically concession, I mean, everyone's treating it like he won and it's over, so...
It's crazy.
What did I say? I said this.
What?
Either way, I was like, because a lot of people I knew were saying, like, we probably won't know for a
you did
time.
say this earlier,
but
yeah.
I'm like, unfortunately, that was what happened with the presidential race. Everyone was like, we won't know for 3 weeks, and then... That night we knew, and obviously it was the bad outcome. But this is not a bad outcome.
I'm not even a New Yorker, but I'm so happy. Yippee indeed.
Let me check on the New York Times. Actually, the New York.
I really wanted Brad for second, but Zohran in the lead is so good. I like Brad. I hope Brad just fucking goes back into like a congressional race and like primaries the fuck out of Richie Torres.
And Mamdani stuns Cuomo. 91% of votes in. It's Mamdani 43.5, Cuomo 36.4.
We're smoking on that.
Did you talk about
Cuomo pack?
Have you talked about how you met both of them yet?
Yes, I met Lander and Mamdani yesterday outside the Daily Show. I posted my picture with Mamdani and I posted the picture with Lander to Blue Sky as well. But yeah, I knew they were gonna be outside the Daily Show, which is not far from where we live, and I just like walked over there and like waited in the heat for an hour. And it was very funny because Idris Elba was also on, not the Daily Show, the Late Show,
yeah,
Colbert.
Correct you.
So, Idris Elba was also on the Late Show, and so it was like me and like another guy who wanted to like meet Zohran, and then on the other sides of us were like this I forget their name, but it was like a Jewish activism group who was like the very pro Mamdani, pro Lander. They had like bagel themed signs. It was very cute. And they were like chanting. And the other side was like a bunch of like Knuckles fans, like that had like Knuckles paraphernalia that they wanted Idris Elba to sign. And so like and it's me and this one other guy like caught in the middle of these two groups, and we're just like standing there. Lander and Mamdani come around the same time. They take pictures with like the bagel group people who are like chanting and stuff. Idris Elba's car pulls up, and the Knuckles guys are like yelling at this other group, and they're like, "Can you guys shut up so we can get Idris's attention, so we can get him to come over here?" It was so wild.
Did you see the chat?
What?
And then
What is this? What?
who's the nicely shifted mustache?
Who's the
man?
nicely shifted mustache man? That's my man. This is Brian.
Hello.
Hello. He lives here.
And I'm the Beetlejuice of the channel.
Yeah, it's
an honor
or
to
like
be
if
compared
it,
to Mr. Juice.
or if you Mr. Juice, or if you know like the Joe Hendry like theme song,
God.
say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry, but it's Brian. You just say his name and he appears. The three best candidates for mayor: Zohran, Lander, and Knuckles.
Facts. Yeah.
Facts.
Hello, Ada Roll. I am good. How are you? I'm doing good.
We're also very tired. I've been awake since 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm,
Yeah, it's really. Did you think that Zoran was going to win? It was like so.
Nothing like that ever happens around these parts.
I mean, the polling was not all over the place, but Cuomo was leading the whole time. Obviously, Mamdani gained a lot of ground. There was last few polls showed a very close race. It was just, it felt like kind of a toss up coming into today, but at the start of this, I started following the Zohran campaign pretty early. I would say, like I knew of him pretty early on, but I was convinced. Everyone in New York City was kind of trying to accept the fact that like we were going to get a Mayor Cuomo because there was no other candidate to really challenge him, and then here came Zohran out of nowhere in the early spring, sort of started surging.
He ran such a smart campaign, and it's what progressives need to replicate all over the country because it's now a proven success. He can win. That candidates like that can win. I
mean, we've seen this kind of race happen on a national stage a couple different times, and we got different outcomes. This is, that's why I think a lot of progressives were probably pretty skeptical of just because they've just been beaten so many times before. But yeah, this is considering the amount of money that the Cuomo campaign spent in super PAC money versus Mamdani's. It's really people power at its finest. It seems like
it's a really crazy situation. It's really crazy. Nobody thought that we were going to be here. Everything is going to get weird now, like weirder than it already has been. Because I think this is going to break people's brains a bit.
Yeah. Already has.
Like no one is going to be normal about this, which is fine. We're just gonna ride it out. People canvassed fiercely this time around. Very uplifting indeed. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone thought the race would be vote for Cuomo or Eric Adams.
Which genuinely, and I hate to say this, between the two, I would take Eric Adams. Brian's not allowed to give that opinion because he works for the news, but I can give that opinion. Because at least Eric Adams was funny.
Has Zohran spoken yet?
I don't know.
I don't think he has.
Hoping he wins and has a ripple effect in other blue cities, cough, cough, Philadelphia. I mean, the thing that kind of gave me hope this whole time was, because we used to live in Boston, so we're a little bit more familiar with the political scene there. And Mayor Wu is very similar to Zohran. Probably not as high profile and far left as he is, but ran a very similar campaign and has been doing really well there since she got elected. So it is easily replicable in other cities,
Yeah.
This is the first time I've felt real tangible hope politically since November. Yeah, and that's why things are about to get weird. That's why things are about to get weird indeed. But yeah, it's 11:20. This
Do you know
is
where
crazy.
your children are?
Help. What's going on? What's the latest on the online?
Lander just congratulated Mamdani in a tweet, but nothing too new yet coming in here.
Every time you say Cuomo, I can only I'm assuming that means think about Rivers Cuomo. That's funny. Not Rivers Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo. What is Chris Cuomo doing right now? Actually, you can't answer that question. Never mind. Help. Wait, Mamdani won. Yeah, I think we can safely say that he won, which is dope, in my opinion. Not Brian's opinion.
Someone already tweeted. Because I was wondering this too. Trump's first reaction to acknowledgement of the existence of Mamdani is going to be insane, I'm sure. And someone has a joke already said that he's going to call him Zohran edamame.
Cuomophobes rise up. Zohran did win. Yes, we're definitively saying that he won. So now it's him versus whoever Curtis Sliwa is. Yes.
Versus Eric Adams. Versus maybe Cuomo.
It could still be a 4-person ballot.
I really don't think so, given the way he spoke tonight. But I hope, we'll see. Obviously we know his ego is enormous, and he very well might just push through with an independent run, but I don't know.
It's weird, for sure.
It's a weird situation. Okay, we won't know until we know. But
I love the fact that we can decide Trump's nicknames for people before he comes up with them. LOL. Yeah. The reason why he could see this so fast is because he was running independent anyways. I just don't think he has the juice, man. How do you come back from this?
Right, like that's a pretty weak
I don't
showing.
know. I mean, maybe, sure, but it's like, I do think like a lot of people are going to throw a lot of money at him to stay in it.
Someone said it, I don't know if it was a coworker of mine or someone, that I think like Cuomo would definitely run as independent if he lost by a hair to Mamdani, and he would have a reason to, right? But if this holds and it's a 6, 7, 8 point win, and it's not even within the margin of error, I mean that's a polling stuff, but like if it's that big of a win, I think that would be enough to signal to him to not run. But who knows? What did Adams tweet? Oh, right. Eric Adams is now starting his independent campaign.
Yeah, it's ready. It's Mr. Adams' turn to shine.
Working in New York City news is not for the weak, let me tell you. Please, CIA, don't interfere. You're right. You're right. You're not wrong. Maybe I'm a little more bullish on Cuomo not running, but I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't be shocked.
We need to take Andrew Cuomo and push him somewhere else. Oh boy. What is it? Cuomo, she better don't. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I should ban you for that. I'm kidding. But yeah, that's what's going on. It is getting late, so we're gonna hop off. Meant to be sort of a quick stream here. Did you ever see the video of Eric Adams trying to pretend his son's apartment was his because he actually lives in NJ, not in Y?
I actually haven't, but I've seen the video of him as a cop, or whenever he was doing the whole like drug sweep of a room, of a kid's bedroom. You ever see that?
Oh,
he
yes.
Opens up a book and he's like, it looks like a book. Inside, it's crack. But listen, Eric Adams is a hilarious individual.
Yeah. In conclusion, question marks? What's going on? I don't know. New York, baby. And happy birthday, Brian. It's Brian's birthday. Happy birthday to him. I'm tired. Politics is wild. Please go watch my new video that I posted today. It's really good.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with any of this. But it rules, and you all rule.
Conclusion, data non-conclusive. Basically, task failed successfully.
Yeah, basically, task failed successfully. We got here somehow.
Yes, viewer.
Yes. Happy birthday, Brian.
Thank you all.
Brian's the best. Good night, everyone. See you later.
I'll remember you all in therapy.
Bye.
Goodbye.